everyone, happy Monday. It's Metaphysical Monday. I'm trying to get rid of that line, that light line. I don't know why it's there. I'm trying to move over this way. Hope you're having a good start to your week. Want to share with you some metaphysical information today, and I hope you had a great Father's Day yesterday, and if you participated in the Pride Parade, I hope it was lots of fun, and happy Pride Month to all of you. This Thursday is the summer solstice. Woohoo! Very excited about summer. I love summer. And so we're going to talk to you about some stones to celebrate summer solstice. And hang on for one sec while I have one more announcement for you. Oh, and this Wednesday, when I do the Wednesday updates, in case you follow that, I will be in Madras. I go to this rock show in Madras once a year for local material, so that'll be a lot of fun to share that with you, so stay tuned for that. And I want to plug another class we're having July 1st. It's on the healing properties of stones for the first chakra, and Jacob's going to be teaching that, and I'm very excited because Jacob started working here today. It's his first day. He's been a good customer for a long time, and he's full of information and knowledge and wisdom about the healing properties of stones, so he's going to help me today as well. So summer is associated with the element of fire, which is also associated with passion and transformation. And so there are certain stones that have that fire element or can inspire the fire within you. So we're going to talk about those. And I want to introduce Jacob to you. Come on up. Say hi to everybody.
Hello everybody. Hope you all doing well out there.
So let's see. So one of the stones, see what I mean, so narrow. One of the stones is carnelian, and carnelian is an orange agate, and we have lots and lots of carnelian in different forms. We have tumbled, we have palm stones, we have eggs and spheres. This is an egg. We even have these little trays that you could put stuff in, and we have little stand-up pieces. They just stand up, they're flat on the bottom. And Jacob's going to talk to you a little bit about what carnelian is good for.
Yeah, so carnelian is a good stone for creativity, also a good stone for kind of empowerment and manifestation. Yeah, it's got a really strong feminine energy to it, so if you're trying to balance out your masculine and feminine side, this would be a great stone to work with.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. See, I'm going to learn a lot from Jacob. I'm very excited. Okay. Another one we have is citrine, which is a yellow quartz. We have little citrine points, big citrine points. We have lots of citrine jewelry. We also have citrine clusters. Let me grab it. We have really good quality citrine clusters. This is a pretty big one. We have small ones, medium, large, you name it. We have a good selection of citrine. We also have some polished points as well, and Jacob will share with you what citrine is good for.
Yeah, so citrine is a variety of quartz. Susan might have said that. If not, there you go. It's a variety of quartz. It is another good stone for kind of awakening that inner fire from the solar plexus area, which is really good for empowerment, willpower, again, creativity. So a lot of this stuff, when you're dealing with the fire element, is about being active, being very aware and empowered into whatever you're doing, be it a work-related issue or thing. Yeah, creating art or whatever else you feel like going out and doing with yourself. It's a good stone for kind of bringing in that sense of ableness and willpower to do so. So yeah, citrine, good stone.
That sounds good to me. It's also known as the merchant stone too, so it's also good for prosperity and a very joyous stone. I'll take them all. Okay, and then we have pyrite. Pyrite is an iron ore, also known as fool's gold. Here's a pyrite egg. We have pyrite clusters. We have the pyrite cubes. We have pyrite jewelry. We have tumbled pyrite. We have lots of different pyrite forms, spheres, stuff like that.
Yeah.
What's pyrite good for?
Pyrite is a really good masculine energy stone. It's an iron concentrate, so it's also really good for working with your blood levels. If you have low blood pressure or if you're anemic, it's really good for kind of stabilizing and balancing out the blood levels. So again, it's I guess another way of looking at the inner fire, this kind of like ability to balance and stabilize yourself. And it's a really good stone also for prosperity and manifestation. So if you're into those types of practices, pyrite, good stone for that. Yeah.
And then we have something called tangerine quartz. Now, tangerine quartz is really rare, and it's got a permanent staining of iron on the surface. Now, normally when you dig for quartz and you pull it out of the ground, it's covered with an iron staining, but what they do is they soak it in muriatic acid or oxalic acid, and it takes off that iron staining. With tangerine quartz, they tried that, but it doesn't come off. It's permanent. And we only have these points in tangerine quartz. That's about all you can find, pretty much. It's just some points, but they're really cool. So what does tangerine quartz do?
Yeah, so the quartz, the manifestations themselves all have unique properties to them as far as what types of energies they bring. The two that we have here look to be, some twin points, some Isis points, and some time link things going on there. So if you're interested in those, if you stop by the shop, I'm happy to give you more information, or if you want to do some research on your own about the different types of quartz personalities, that would be a good idea. But the tangerine element of these stones is also going to work really well with your sacral chakra or sex chakra, which is also really good for creativity. So yeah, that's another way of working with the kind of creativity and the creative nature of the solstice coming in and things like that. Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Okay, and then we have sulfur. Now this is a natural sulfur cluster. It's all crystalline. And then we have another kind of sulfur, which is like this stuff, and it's a byproduct of an oil refinery process in Louisiana. It's nice and bright yellow. What's sulfur good for?
So sulfur is a really good stone for detoxification and purification. So if you're at a point in your life where you're thinking, I want a fresh start, I want to purge and things like that, with the solstice coming in, this would be a really good stone to work with in that direction, kind of a reset or purging and redoing things for the better. Yeah, so it's also going to have a fire element, which will again bring up that like creativity or willpower to do what you want to do. Detox, purge, cleanse, restart, refresh, replenish, things like that. Yeah, sulfur's a good stone for doing that.
And then we have amber, which is fossilized tree sap. This is a huge piece, by the way. It's really hard to get big pieces like this. I have smaller pieces. We have little tumbled pieces. Lots and lots and lots of jewelry, too. And most of it comes from either the Baltic Sea or the Dominican Republic. There is some that's been found recently in Burma, too. In fact, I saw an article in the Oregonian yesterday about they found a frog in a piece of amber.
That's cool.
Yeah,
That's
an ancient
really cool.
frog. So what's amber good for?
So amber is a really good stone for cleansing. They have historically made amber as resins that you can burn in spaces, so it's got this kind of ambient ability to cleanse spaces, also like kind of bring up the spirit and release old blockages, old things that are going on kind of in your energetic self. It's also a really good stone for, again, harnessing that sacred fire that's inside of all of us. And interesting thing, a lot of different ambers have sometimes bugs or different bits of earth matter from where the tree sap was as it hardened. So you're also kind of looking at kind of memory cards or like wonder boxes of things that were happening in and around that time where this started to like solidify. So it's also a really good thing of like a good mineral for introspection and reflection as well, because you're looking at old pieces of the earth, and old pieces of the earth start to make you think about old pieces of yourself, which is something that you can reflect on while moving into the summer solstice time. Yeah.
That's awesome. And I see you pulled tiger eye?
Yeah,
tiger's eye.
Mm-hmm.
Tiger's eye is, amazingly enough, is quartz with asbestos, which, don't worry about it, it's not going to hurt you. It's in the rock, it doesn't come off on you or anything. That's an interesting little fact. It's found in South Africa. It's got some really pretty bandings of browns, and we have eggs and spheres and tumbled and jewelry, all sorts of tiger's eye, soothing stones, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's tiger's eye good for?
So tiger's eye is going to be another stone with a bit of iron working with it. So it's going to be good for blood. It's also really good for vitality, which is a good thing to think about when you want to build into like some forms of like willpower and creativity, you want to have the energy to do so. So working with tigers, I can kind of bring up your energy levels and give you the extra oomph that you need to go out in the world and do what it is that you're trying to do. Yeah, tigers has a good stone, very reflective, cool stuff.
Great, thanks.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Jacob.
You're welcome.
All right, so that's what we have for you today. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you have a great summer solstice and enjoy the summer. And we will see you soon.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care. Bye-bye.